Couple of yellow cards in the first couple of minutes would make it competitive.
I think so, yeah. First tackle over the top might be very good.
Well, there we are. That's an idea of the Celtic support tonight. Oh, since about 6:30 tonight, 6:15 when I arrived, there were thousands outside waiting for a glimpse of their now legendary hero who makes his departure from Celtic Park tonight. They're the Guard of Honour, a very youthful Guard of Honour down there, and they're not so youthful in the middle of that crowd. A Celtic crowd, I think, representative of the huge Celtic support that's been with the team as Henrik Larsson, with his 7-year-old son, brings out the Celtic team. Jordan with Henrik. There they are. Jim, to be honest, he's got his side out of jail so often it's not true.
Unbelievable, as recently as last Saturday when we were struggling a little, and there was only a slip by the central defender for Dunfermline, and then Henrik took the ball on and scored from a really, really difficult angle, you know?
Well, there's a little boy who's, I think, developed a very good, strong Scottish accent, and I think it's going to last with him a long, long while as a memory, not just of this evening, but of the 7 years that this man has been there. 42 goals in a season when he was supposed to have a taste for leaving Scotland. Gives you an idea of the high degree of his professionalism, and I'm sure he'll demonstrate it tonight. The opponents, I think we'd better mention them, Jim. Seville, who, by the way, paradoxically, have just pipped Villarreal for a UEFA Cup place in the very last game they played.
Well, actually, it's a very big game for them tonight because they have the chance to play against a team which is now well known in Europe. I mean, Celtic are now a name throughout Europe thanks to our UEFA Cup and Champions League exploits in the last 2 seasons, and it'll be a real benchmark for them to set their stall out tonight and see how they get on against a team that was in the UEFA Cup final last year and reached the later stages of the competition this year.
Yeah, just as Jim was talking, saw a very brief glimpse of Wim Janssen, the man who brought Henrik Larsson to Celtic Park in the first place. I remember the first game he played, he came on as a sub, he gave the ball away to Chick Charlie, Easter Road, who rammed in the ball, and the Celtic support, a very prominent one, said to me, what on earth have we bought here?
Well, the other thing, if you look through the teams tonight, the one name that sticks out like a sore thumb is that of John Hartson, who is making his return tonight after injury. Obviously, he was not fit enough to be included last Saturday, but on a game like this, he has worked hard with everyone who works at the park, like myself, has noticed him training on the park, doing 50-yard and 100-yard runs, and he's looking very, very good.
The Celtic anthem being sung around Celtic Park, and I think the whole of the east end of Glasgow will be reverberating to that sound. Not to say the huge audience watching this game around Europe as the Celtic support, wide flung as it is, will be enjoying this with mixed feelings. Henrik Larsson goes back to join his mates. I think the photograph before they actually get down to the famous huddle. And the Celtic supporters taking over. And I suppose it's the third farewell I've attended. I was last Sunday a week last Sunday against Dundee United, then the Cup, and now this game tonight in, I think, a relaxed atmosphere, but a relaxed atmosphere which I think will produce some good football.
Well, I'm just impressed by the singing just now, actually. I'll let you all hear it.
Celtic's weapon of mass destruction. He's inflicted so much damage on opposition, not just here domestically in Scotland, of course, but around Europe and well. And now the game against a team that had just qualified for the UEFA Cup 6 years after they were relegated to the second division in Spain. They're now back to La Liga, and here's the Celtic team, Jim.
Well, they'll play a back 3 or 4, you know, Balde, Varga, McNamara, Didi Agat playing on the right, Out in flanks, Tilly Petrov, Neil Lennon in the ankle roll in the middle of the park, Alan Thompson on the left, three strikers, Sutton, Larson and Hudson.
And there's the Seville team tonight. They're playing one or two youngsters tonight. The great Batista, who's the third top goal scorer in Spain, not playing tonight. I think he's got a transfer request in. And there's the referee, Mike McCurry. Very experienced referee for this. So the game about to start. A memorable night. Off we go into Henrik Larsson's final game. Thompson back to a player who's had an outstanding season, Jackie McNamara. Varga. I think the Celtic players might find it difficult to pick themselves up. I mean, you've had experience, you've won everything or won the double, and they come here to play in a friendly. Did they keep that pace going?
Yes, they do actually, because no team wants to get beaten on a night like this. Both teams playing three at the back, so the midfield will get a little bit crowded, but that gives the forwards a chance, 3 against 3 for the most part, and that gives us a chance for a few goals, which is what the crowd tonight have come to see, as well as Henrik's own performance.
Here's Thompson to Lennon, and you'll see, I think, working very hard in Petrov, who I thought was absolutely brilliant on Saturday at Hampden Park, by the way. A real contender for man of the match in that game. Up he goes to Thompson, can't quite get there. Picked up here, Lopez looking for a little bit of support. Need enough ball, but Baldi holding his position well. Lagarde started with a blistering pace on Saturday at Hampden Park. Still minus that final touch as he gets near the penalty area, Jim.
Well, I think he's one of these players actually does not know when to make the burst forward and to release the ball. And, you know, it's something that you can try and coach into somebody, but at other times there are some people whom you just cannot, you know, give that kind of belief to.
Beautiful ball by Larsson, a gap. Could see that coming, advanced perfectly, still a gap. And there's a much better ball across here, neatly touched away by Oscar. Well, they can move the ball about, as you might expect. There's a Spanish team a little bit slow there. Cardinos goes back to him. He could have put that forward, and I think the man playing up front, Magallanes, was expecting a through ball to him. He was in a good position. Yeah,
that was quite a nice build-up. I mean, both are going to play nice open football, because although they don't want to win, they also want to enjoy themselves as well, actually, and you're not going to be dictated to by managers in a game like this.
Antonio Lopez. Picked up there by player down here, Maranon. Jonathan Good, of course, in goal. That was a poor ball by Sutton. Collado. That's a decent ball as well. Played on that far side. And just over. Very good effort there as Hornos came in to try and pick that up.
I think he was the wrong man, Archie. He should have left it for the guy behind him who was coming in to take it. We see it again here just now, but the man nearer the ball went for it, and there was a man coming in just behind him. Might have been in better position to get the header in.
Right through the middle, just touched away there, playing at the back, Oscar.
The other great thing tonight, Archie, is that, you know, normally in an end-of-season encounter like this, the pitch is in dreadful condition, of course.
Beautiful.
This one has just been relayed, and it's immaculate tonight.
I think they both enjoyed that. Here's Lennon. Back to Larsson, just a little bit impetuous the way he placed that ball forward. Yes, Thompson in just a little bit heavy. Thompson, I saw him playing one of the first games of the season in Hungary when he played that pre-qualifying game for the Champions League, and one of the best games I've ever seen him playing. He really ripped the Hungarians apart, and he's been consistent this season.
Yes, and we'll also see tonight, you know, at one time there was a considerable difference between the Continentals playing football and ourselves, but now everybody plays the possession game, and there isn't such a major difference. They're still better at doing the stop-start routine. We cannot do that. We seldom manage to do that, the stop-start.
Beautifully played in just beyond Larsson. Good ball from Thompson. That's exactly the kind of service he's been pushing out this season. Baldi. Right to Varga. Of course, Jim, Celtic guaranteed that Champions League place, so they can prepare well in advance for that.
Yes, indeed, that's a great boost when you win a championship and do get a guaranteed place. You know, there are going to be some top teams in the qualifying rounds. You know, I mean, like even Man United are going to be in there as well. So it's not a round that you would want to play in by choice.
Oscar did very well again in central defence. Not a very tall player. Reminds me of Pujol, who played for Barca. Very good player. Trying to get in there with a 1-2, and Baldi getting that long leg of his out. McNamara just underneath it. Long tiring season for everybody involved. They'll be delighted to get the break.
Yes, in Spain they play a long season as well. I think they play something like 42 games. And that's a long haul as well. But they've got some talented players. You can see that already. Instant control of the ball and very happy to do the triangular movements.
Well, we saw what Villarreal were like. Middle of the order Spanish team, played lovely possession football. Here at the back, Aitor Occhio. Leonardo Torrado getting good support. Lopez, here's a man who missed that. Magallanes, and he was having a go there, but not holding back. Lopez again. Well read by Varga. Very cool play by Redondo, not the famous Redondo. That's a superb pass. He just touched away. Baldi getting in. That's good football, Jim.
Yes, indeed. Unfortunately, the Redondo you mentioned, I think, is just retired.
Yeah, good player.
He was a magnificent player, you know. Career damaged by injury, though. It was, he had ligament problems.
Played out there to Lopez. Ooh, just touched away.
I think it was going past anyway, but Alan Thompson just taking no chances and just flicking it away.
Well, looking very sharp, very competitive.
But also nobody picking anybody up in there, which I hope is not going to be the same all the way through.
Corner kick. 7 minutes gone, still no scoring. Not such a good corner kick. Jim, I don't know whether you were at the Dundee United game that Sunday when Dundee United forced 7 corner kicks, I think, in the first 15 minutes of the game, which is almost unprecedented against the Celtic team.
And I remember how poor each and every one of them was, actually, to be quite honest as well. You know?
Here is a Agat. Larson did that quick little flick, looking for the back heel. I think somebody mentioned in the studio in one of the interviews Henriks' work rate. He's never shirked anything.
No, indeed, but you don't want him coming back too far because that's a waste in his case. You want his work to be done from the halfway line forwards. And I'm very pleased to see, and I'm quite surprised to see John Hartson playing. Because,
and very slim looking.
Yeah, he's come back well, and you know, he's a big, strong laddie, and a big framework as well. You've got to work hard to get fit again after an injury like he had, a back problem.
They're knocking it about, well played forward by Marty. Jackie McNamara's there, just there. Looked a very promising ball away to that far side. They're full of running. Magallanes. Thompson. He had to hold on to it. He was pressurized there. Hartson might find it difficult to get into the pace of this game, though, Jim, as they attack again. Trying a little chip on the goalkeeper.
Slightly wide, but yes, it will take John a little while, and this is an ideal game for him to come back. There isn't really any great strain on him to perform well tonight. It's more a training exercise. Nobody wants to get beaten, as I said at the top of the programme, but his performance is critical more for the fact that he lasts as long as he wants to last and doesn't get another injury.
Here's Marty. I think the fact that he's slimmed down might help him physically as well, of course, in that regard. Trying to open it up in midfield.
I don't think you and I should talk about people slimming down.
No, I don't know very much.
In case somebody's got a tape measure or something.
Yeah, we're very, very careful.
Good side, good moving of the ball.
Tornado. Looks for that 1-2 again, and it's played to Antonio Lopez. Just kept in, again fighting hard for it. Balde once again, another corner conceded. He had to go in. They look very tricky on the ball.
Well, you can see why they've done so well this season, actually, because they look very much like Villarreal in the way they move the ball around and have the confidence to take a man on.
Corner kicks aren't all that great, though.
No, it seems to be a feature of Celtic Park these days.
Petrov.
Yeah, he was fouled.
Still full of running. I think the basis of Petrov plays is great physical condition. I mean, he's very tough. If you say somebody's tireless, it's almost like damning with faint praise, but it really is very influential in midfield.
And of course, he has a big summer as well, actually, because he's in with Bulgaria in the European Championships, and they could do well, Bulgaria.
That's a better ball. Hodgson tackled very quickly. Now Petrov, one of these runs of his. I think he hit it just a little bit too hard. It's offside by several yards there. Well, man of the match, of course, Jim will be selecting the man of the match towards the end of the game. There's a number to call: 090 79 29 20 20, 090 79 29 20 20. And emails, of course, tv@celticfc.com. There's no emailing of the Celtic defence at the moment as Balde pushes. Free kick. Had to go for them all the same.
That's one of these situations now where it's still a game of contact, and it was only just two men leaning against each other. One a very big man and one a smaller man, and the referee has
goes for the bigger man,
the smaller guy.
Free kick. And he is a big man. Magallanes to take this. Up comes Aitor Ochoa. Right into the heart of that defence. Playing it down. That will be the shot at goal. Shot taken there by Redondo. Margos at the dugouts with information.
Quite quiet down here in the dugout. Archie, Steve Wolford's the man in the charge at the minute. John Robertson and Martin O'Neill aren't with him here by his side, but all eyes, of course, though, on Henrik Larsson. Fans enjoying every minute so far.
Trying to get that ball through to Hodgson again. They're down here by Torrado. They'll probably be used to good pitches down at my recollection of Seville and down that part of Spain. They normally have very good pitches.
Well, good weather. They get occasional rainfall, but they probably are, and they'll feel quite at home. The last time Celtic were in Seville, they had as many supporters as they have tonight.
Down it goes and swept away by Balde. Well, you know, they played Villarreal, they played Osasuna in the last game, and the game was held up twice for 5 minutes as the coaches had to be separated by the Spanish police. Was fighting on the sidelines, which never happened, did they, Jim?
No, it's allowed.
Three men sent off eventually, and a Barney at the end, and they scored one goal, which qualified them for the UEFA Cup, so they're on form. Here's Hodgson. Just the wrong side of Larsson, and you can see this crowd absolutely willing him on to score. Good pace of Varga. Shoulder to shoulder there, the Spanish player complaining, but he gets nothing out of that as the gad goes away. Sutton, that's better play, opening it out, McNamara. Thought he was held back, he was, the referee agrees on that, Mike McCurry.
Well, he's given one doubtful decision one way, so he's got to equalise it and give another one the other, yeah.
Free kick. I think this game could be aroused by Thompson having a right go here, Jim. I mean, it's a fair distance, but is he going to do that or try to chip it to the far post?
Well, you would be aiming for Henrik, wouldn't you, from here?
A little bit low there, but Balde is up. Still inside there to Varga. As such, Seville put everybody behind the ball now. Yes, Hudson into a better position. Up towards Larson, and I think the goalkeeper, the reserve goalkeeper, by the way, Francisco Gallardo, the normal player Esteban is on the bench at the moment. He was quick on the uptake.
Yeah, it's a shame on Henriks hardly had a touch yet on his testimonial, and he's well down the list for player of the match so far.
Well, I'll tell you what, his last league game against Dundee United, he hardly had a touch until the last 10 minutes, and then up he popped and scored 2 glorious goals.
But I'm going to make this decision about 10 minutes before the end of the game, actually. He might be just far too late.
Exactly. Marty. Aranon, quite content to keep possession, keep it off Celtic. That's not a bad ball, and Varga had it well judged though. Kept his eye on it very well, and it slipped behind them. They were away in a good position.
It's a good game for us to get used to playing a continental opposition again. We will start again next season, the Champions League draw, quite early on, and we'll be up against teams who play that way, where they're quite happy to string passes together, waiting for an opportunity to attack. It's not a way that too many Scottish teams play, to be quite honest.
Trying to get that little touch again, and away goes Seville. Then the ball played forward, Granados. Well, they're right having a go, I'll tell you. Good thing to see in an end-of-season testimonial game.
Yeah, great fun, but he's another one that's not getting the man of the match award either with a shot like that, to be quite honest. So the numbers are less. There's still a chance for Henrik.
"16 minutes gone, still no scoring." Out there to Thompson. Here's Larson. Dragging players towards him, did that well, waited until they had descended on him. Just a gentle little poke between them. Baldi missing out completely. He's launching back to recover. Played a little bit too wide, I think. Just kept in. No. He touched it, then pushed it over. I don't know what happened to Baldi there. I seem to take his eye right off the ball.
I think a little bit. Yep.
Here he is. Easily picked up by their defenders and nodded back there by Redondo. Redondo came through the youth ranks for Seville.
We need either a goal actually or a very high tackle, because the crowd is very, very quiet.
Yeah, very sedate now.
Yeah. Both would be quite fun.
Well, they might also be having a gift here. That's a free kick now. It's almost as if he said, let's find out if the crowd's still awake. Here's one for you. But that's a free kick.
Well, yeah, that's livened things up a bit.
Way out wide. Not a bad player, this number 9, Magallanes. Picked up 3 against 3 at the moment. Once again he has a goal.
He had a man outside.
Magallanes,
Yeah, he had a man outside him completely unmarked, and he had a crack. Do you know, one feature I find of modern football is that nobody shouts at anybody anymore now. See if I had done that with the guys I played with.
And you did it often, I have to say. My recollection
from about 7 different people, would be pointing out, that they were in position to receive a pass at a time like that.
Rabbi Hodgson did well to get his head to that one.
One in the head, I think.
One in the head, yes. Down went Aito Ochio. Looking a little bit dazed. Challenge there with Hodgson.
Yep.
They'll be all right.
Oh, it's amazing how quickly they recover when the whistle blows.
Yeah, here's a class there, Jim. Actually, I think it was a drawing back of the hand.
Yeah. Yeah, the Welsh are allowed to do that though. It's the rugby team does it all the time. Get away with it.
Nice long pass, but not deep enough. Just kept in. Larson, beautiful pass. Great interception and anticipation by Sutton. Not such a good ball though. That looked very promising indeed. Well read. Line coming through there, Otario to pick it up. Tornado sending it wide. Magallanes going at them. Oh, that's a great move. Brilliantly tackled by McNamara. What a season he's had, Jim.
He's had a very good season indeed, and you know, the ball from Chris Sutton was nearly a good one to Stelian Petrov. Just slightly behind him. The idea was right, the execution was wrong.
Here's McNamara again. Really done everything for Celtic this season. Defending well, picking up, attacking on the wings. And they can play some good football. There's Lennon coming in on it. This is out though. Played there to Lopez and picked up there. Good interception in midfield. A lot of moves breaking up in midfield on
yes,
both
but
sides.
It's a good competitive game. I mean, both sides are not too worried about putting the boot in, so it's not, I don't mean that in the cruel sense.
No.
But I mean, it is an end of season meaningless encounter, but both sides are competing, and that's exactly what you like to see. They'll play good football as well.
Tornado. Remarkable thing about Seville with that tremendous stadium of theirs is they had financial troubles. They went into a desperate situation. They were relegated, but they picked themselves up well and are now back in Europe. And as you say, Jim, they've all got ambition out there, so I don't think they're taking this all too easy. Antonio Lopez playing well on the left, and Magallanes all there.
Two big guys. That's a good contest between those two.
It is indeed. Might be slightly vulnerable when the ball is played in the ground against them, Bobo Baldi, though. Marty. Good position on that far side. Hornos. Well, Varga, you could see really stretched to get that.
He had to do it though. The runner was coming in behind him, and it was important he got the touch.
Tornado. Marty. Antonio Lopez. Just a little bit too obvious the way trying to put that over. Celtic now having to do a lot of defending or hard work in that area of the pitch at the moment. And I think throwing in the side looked like a hand to me, Marty. Yes, free kick. Sutton taking it quickly. Thompson. Watched a lot of attacks building up from the left-hand side for Celtic through McNamara this season. It's Larson with it. Thompson. Larson back. Thompson. Oh, given away a little bit too easily. Petrov trying to come up here and cover. That's a very slack ball played to the side.
The ball was in front of him because Stan Varga had gone back to cover Bobo Baldi in the centre-half position. There was plenty of space to play down the flanks and put it behind him.
Well, they've had 4 shots at goal without much effort for Jonathan Gould, I was saying. Here's a gap. Oh, he does very well. A lot of perseverance about the way he played that, but a lot of players about him. He's got his freedom. And out it goes. There's Sutton trying to go in. And I thought he was fouling the goalkeeper. He was. Free kick. Better move by Celtic.
Well, it was a good run by Didi Haggart. He didn't really have control for most of it, but he certainly got a cross in at the end, and Chris Sutton just couldn't get enough power on it. But we do have to try and get behind the defence as often as we can. They've done it. They've done it fairly well on a number of occasions. It's the final pass that has let them down.
There's Varga. Trying to send that ball out to the left again. Thompson, if he can get going, get that left foot of his going. Celtic can penetrate any defence. Now Petrov. That's to run in from that area, and I think he was...
Well,
I think he was hit by the player. I think accidentally the hands went up, but
it's back here actually.
But
it was Bobo ran into Agat. Bobo ran into Agat, I think, which is a bit of an unequal contest. I think we can see that just now.
Yeah, I don't think you'd like it, Jim. I mean, he's a big fella, and I think I don't know whether it's a twist or not. He's going to try and get up.
No, that's the Petrov one.
That was a pull on him, yes, and I think he got it. That really did hurt him. But away in the background, as this was happening, there was that collision between the two Celtic players. Meanwhile, free kick to Celtic for that challenge on Petrov. Just under 20 minutes of this first half remaining on a beautiful evening, very balmy. Early summer evening in Glasgow, but we need the temperature to be raised on the pitch. Could this be it? Martin!
Good header.
Almost got it.
Yep. You can't ask for more than that. So no, he got it on target. He might have thought about nodding it back across the face of the goal, but at least he got a powerful header in and on target.
Well, he's been out of the game for such a long while. I think scoring a goal at Celtic Park might have been in the back of his mind as well. There's Baldi with it. Again, Celtic unable to keep possession effectively in midfield. Played wide, and this player keeps coming up. Dorado.
This is where they fall down after the final pass is not good at all.
Redondo putting that in, and Baldi takes absolutely no chances. That was a very, very good ball played in, and the big man just played safe.
Yeah, good header, but they're a bit disappointing in the final 20 yards or so with the final pass. I mean, that's meat and drink to somebody of Bobo's size.
I think I should point out that Seville finished 6th in the Spanish league to gain that UEFA Cup place. Now then, the referee having a word with Thompson. A warning to him. Thompson has a competitive spirit at the base of his nature. There's Varga right in the way of it that time. Still in good possession. Good play by Sutton. Well, he's played that defensive role very well, of course. He can do, they can drop him back, and he adds a bit of substance to their defence.
And with Hearts in play tonight, he can afford to come back slightly because there are still 2 strikers up the park.
Sutton, yeah, I think coming into the back of Sutton. And there's I think the referee's going to have a word with both players. There was a bit of a niggle, to say the least, between them.
Well, he's just explaining that it is a friendly game, and a friendly game means that you don't go over the top of the ball to your opponent. Well, at this stage of the game, anyway.
Well, he's having a good word with them. Spanish player complaining that an arm was thrown at him. And the referee said in Spanish, whatever that is. There we are, a Spaniard from the Gallagate.
It's looking well.
Nicely touched by Hartson, gets that little return again. Slim down Hartson. He played away. beautifully, good possession football again, and Petrov, that's his quality. Not just attacking, but coming back like that. Great retriever after a ball. Again. Bit of wrestling going on in the free kick. I think the linesman gave it the other way initially. But it's a free kick to Seville.
It's sometimes a side effect of somebody of John Hartson's size that, you know, you're going to be penalised for doing a bit of shoving. It depends who you favour, you know. Some people think that the guilty parties on those occasions are defenders, but others think that forwards do their own bit of shoving.
There goes the goalkeeper, Francisco Gallardo.
Well, I can tell you so far that the Man of the Match award is going to either of those two girl singers that was in that band before kick-off.
There were two men there as well, but Jim never
Didn't
saw.
notice them, to be quite honest.
Now, Martin. Getting players forward. Martin tries again. That's a great tackle that time. Baldi turning the tables. Larson took his eye off it.
He'll have to go.
Neatly inside. Well, he's got a few minutes to redeem himself.
He has. He's not even on my list for Man of the Match so far. God.
There's Larson. That's a bit of ball. Tries to get his shot into goal. He can't though. He's been closely marked. Spanish players certainly know all about him. Again. Baldi coming hard at it again. I think he was being pushed as he was. Free kick to Celtic.
Good contest between those two though, actually. It's
Well, man of the match again. Jim will be making that award later on in the game. 090 79 29 2020. The email, of course, tv@celticfc.com for any messages you wish to send to us. A beautiful play by Petrov. And when they do something like that, the inevitable happens. Up they go.
that was a lovely turn. Just a beautiful turn, and defender went the wrong way completely, you know. But like a good defender, left the boot in just in case.
Well, I think he's going to be a very notable player in the European Championships. We'll keep our eye on Bulgaria and see how they perform. Thompson to take this free kick. Bit of pushing going on in the box as there normally is nowadays. Now, all eyes on that penalty area. It's a decent one, and he gets the header in. His first real chance in the game, his first effort, and that was so typical of him, getting in before anybody else.
And a lot of big men in there, but Henrik in position to jump and get a good header in, just going wide of the keeper's left-hand post. Just you mentioning the Bulgarian team there, actually they have been a country that's done well in successive World Cups, because they had players like Hristo Stoichkov, you know, who was a star for them for a number of years. Oh.
Well, that was adventurous to say the least. I think Lennon coming in at the back just slightly put him off, but they're willing to shoot on sight. Baldi. And Malgo is at the dugout.
Thanks, Archie. Well, there's no movement in our bench in terms of any oncoming substitutions, but it looks like Seville are about to make at least 2 changes, so a couple of their players warming up and set to come on the next few minutes.
And they have the ball away down there, slightly pressurised that time. Oscar back in defence. And they come from one of the most exciting leagues in the world, La Liga. And to finish 6th means they're a team of quality. Beautifully slipped round the side. You could see exactly what he was meaning. He saw Thompson running outside him.
Yes, you're quite right, actually, because at one time it was generally reckoned that the Italian, the Serie A, was the top league in Europe, but La Liga has certainly produced more teams who have done well in the UEFA Cup. in Champions League in recent years.
I don't know whether you saw it the other night when Gordon Strachan was summing up one of the games, and Gordon said, of course, La Liga is the most exciting league in the world. And Gary Lineker almost exploded. You mean better than the Premiership, he said.
Very much better.
And Gordon just said, aye. Well, slightly put off there by Gallardo. He saw Larsson coming in on him. Saw him out of the side of his eye.
It's been an entertaining first half, to be quite honest. You know, we've had a few goal-mouth incidents, some good play in the middle of the park. Final pass has been a little bit disappointing on both sides.
Exactly 10 minutes remaining of this half. Petrov trying to get it, Sutton trying to get that back into the penalty area. Agat. Back to Baldi. Petrov been a little bit too hard that time. Throw to Seville.
Well, he's taking it seriously anyway, isn't he? Stillian, because he's put a shift in already tonight, and
I think that's all he can do.
Well,
that's
I
his nature.
admire his work rate and dedication.
Not a bad player, this one, when he gets it, Antonio Lopez. No pressure on Baldi. McNamara was making a run on the left. Thompson keeping it on that left side of his. Varga. Lennon almost at walking pace. He's being hampered again, makes a mistake, trying to retrieve. And does. He came back very well that time, Agat. He's brought down. Free kick. Francisco Gallardo brought down.
I think that's a problem for us. Also, we can dither about in our own half sometimes and suddenly lose the ball and put ourselves in a difficult situation. You know, we have to play quicker from there forward, get the ball over the halfway line, opposition half.
Free kick in a good position for them. I don't think they look particularly strong in the air, given what Celtic have at the back now with Sutton, Baldi and Varga and Hartson all in there defending.
And Larsson as well in the wall.
And it comes, trying to play it square. It doesn't come off. Player at the back there, as I said, Marinoni looked very much like Puyol. Slight slackness creeping into the game at the moment. There goes Larsson, he needed a little bit of support. Far too obviously put down that side. Now, Larsson has come back a little bit deep. I think he might be suffering a little frustration, Jim. I mean, I think he really does want to show something to this crowd.
You would think that he would love to score on tonight's game, wouldn't you? And
Petrov. Hartson has fouled, free kick. He wanted to take this quickly. Well, there's been a little edge to the game. One or two little niggles between some of the players.
Well, he's actually playing a strange system, because very seldom since John Hartson got injured have we had a possible three strikers up front. We've always had two. And, probably Henriks getting caught up in the fact that there are three possibilities to knock the ball up to rather than just the one.
Well, I think surely they must give this to Larsson to take. I mean, I know Thompson is there, and it's on a side that favours him coming in with his left. But if they're going to play tight against Larsson and the crowd want a goal and he wants a goal, well, seems like it, but Thompson is there. Yeah, they want Larsson to take it. You can hear it in the crowd.
He's obviously looking to bend it round the wall on the right-hand side. The keeper is away over at the far side, and he's in a strange position because you really can't see that ball where he's standing.
Larsson, Thompson, both of them hovering. It's Thompson with it, straight into the ball, and another free kick right on the edge of the box. right on the 18-yard line. They made the break from the defensive wall very quickly there.
Now it's a little more central and maybe a better chance for Henrik to take it. And again, it's the same setup, the wall in place, ostensibly covering the left-hand side of the keeper's goal where he's standing just now. But if he could get it up and down quickly, that keeper standing very far across to the right-hand side of his own goal.
I wonder if it's Henrik this time.
Well, a bend here is ideal.
The referee is taking an inordinate length of time to get this sorted out. Friendly or not, I think he'll have to produce a card eventually.
Archie, the keeper, the space of the keeper's left is there for a curve.
That is like a cat in a hot tin roof, and he didn't quite get hold of that. Could have gone to the other side.
The other side it should have gone, yeah. The idea was right, but I think, you know, there was a bit of a mix-up between him and also and Alan Thompson over who was just going to take it.
4 minutes of this first half remaining, still no scoring, still this crowd eager. You could hear the booing, I think, there when he thought that Thompson was going to take the free kick. They wanted Larson to take it, but he did eventually. But it's been competitive enough. I think this team are really going at it. As Jim suggested, the final ball has been a poor one, but they're playing to win this game. Not just here on ceremonial duty. Arton. Sutton again, walking away in midfield. Just touched away, no free kick there. Oh, they're going in hard enough. McNamara, good run. Baldi doesn't get hold of it properly enough. Oh, and he was too clever by half. Number 11, Hornos. He should have gone for it.
Yeah, chipped it. I think we haven't really mentioned the fact actually that as Jonathan Gould is in goal tonight, we rattled through the team at the beginning.
Sure.
You know, he's come up from his present club to take over tonight. On the bench is Michael McGovern.
Good interception by Varga, but I think a headed goal had to be made before anybody came near him. Not a great corner kick either. 3 minutes to half-time.
I always think teams like that are frustratingly casual when they get near goal, and they're excellent in the middle of the park, show an urgency in the middle of the park, and then just when you think you can capitalise on your possession, they tend to kind of slow down a wee bit.
Oh, it broke, and I don't think either Varga or Baldi knew where that ball ended up. Got back to it very quickly, neither did the striker. That's a man who just missed Hornos. Well, they have only 2 players in the penalty area at the moment. That was heavy, and that's a free kick. Just getting towards the half-time whistle. 2 minutes, in fact, to go. Lennon having a little chip at somebody there. Verbal chip, I may say.
Yeah, the referee doesn't know it's a friendly, you know, so... and I think he's the one getting chipped at, to be quite honest.
Free kick. Came Lennon very quickly. Tries to touch it to the side. McNamara getting it away. Too many passes on the ball to get it through. That's not a bad ball. Baldi's in the way. And I think that typifies what you were saying, Jim. You know, nice, neat, quick little passes round the box, but they look as if they're trying to find a solution.
Well, all it does actually is give, in this case, the Celtic defence a time to cover every avenue, and you know, the whole idea is to play the ball before they get a chance to cover up.
Larson way back. Seville. Dorado. They're fighting hard for it, I'll tell you. They weren't going to give up there. Neither of them. Sutton has been lying very deep. There's a slip. And they're claiming, I think that was a free kick, you know. He might even have been the last defender.
Well, it was a genuine mistake by Varga, very slip, and
no, he didn't.
No,
he tried to get his foot away.
Yeah.
No, that was clean enough.
It looked worse than it really was.
And there goes the half-time whistle. Well, Tim, competitive, but both teams liking a little bit of cutting edge.
Oh, but you can't complain about that, and you can see the competitiveness because three of...
Well, there we are, the penalty you missed at half-time during the half-time period, the interval, was scored by Jonathan, his son. A beautiful penalty kick he took, and this crowd lapped it up. A party atmosphere yet, but I think they would like him to score a goal.
Well, I was very impressed with Wim Jansen there because I thought I needed a haircut, and that's cheered me up immensely. Well, not as bad as I thought. Yes, we would like a goal, preferably for Celtic. But even if they get one as well, it would, you know, raise the whole tempo of the game. Both sides have been very, very good at holding the ball and triangular passes coming forward. And then from 30 yards in, both sides just a wee bit lacking in that final pass.
Yeah, but they've come to try and score goals. You know, the final ball hasn't been all that great, but they are an aggressive team. There have been one or two little niggles, which I think, I'm not suggesting I would promote it, but it's good to see that at least it's competitive.
Yes, there's nothing worse than the ball getting stroked around and nobody paying any attention to tackling or anything like that. You want it to be competitive, and so far it has been that. In fact, if you remember, actually just before the teams left the field, there were 4 of the Seville team complaining to the referee about the slip by Stan Varga. Well, so they're taking it seriously.
Yeah, exactly. They've been a little bit slow coming onto the park, in fact, coming out in dribbles, and now we've got the 11 there. So the substitutions on is Antonito Casquero, who's a regular in this team, of Jonas Marti. So, ready for the second half. Number 14 there, Antonito, the sub. Dorado. Yes, this again we could do with a couple of goals or so as quickly as possible. Thompson couldn't quite get there quickly enough. Gallardo, this is a sub. Well watched by Varga. Just once or twice Varga stretching out to defend well under pressure. Dorado. Baldi didn't move his ground. Nice little chesting down there by Larson, and nicked away from John Hodgson. Maybe not as sharp as he would like to be.
But I also think that having him there has not helped tonight. I don't mean that in a critical sense. That for some time Henrik has been very used to being the lone striker. So every ball has been played up to him. Tonight they're aiming for John Hodgson as well. And he's finding his feet.
Well, played straight through the middle, nobody running into that for Seville. Petrov. Agat. Hodgson, did he keep it in? He didn't. Seville looked quite languid when they came onto the field at the start of this half. We shall see. Good interception by Varga, and he wants to keep going. Certainly does, too hard. I think he could have had a go himself there, you know. But he saw Larson on the outside.
Yeah, he normally has a go himself, but then, as you say, this is Henrik's night, and I think everybody's trying to lay on a goal for him. I was just looking at his substitutes bench there and thinking to myself that Jamie Smith might be a little more direct than anybody that's been
strong runs down the right,
does have some strong runs, and that might push the tempo on a wee bit. Bobo got one right in the face there because as he went for that ball, he hit the back of his opponent's head.
Down to the outside again, and picked up Antonio Lopez trying to get in there. Well, the crowd trying to take over, give some choral encouragement to Henrik Larsson. Just touched out there, but he's being made to fight for it.
Indeed. Well, certainly so far, actually, Jordan Larsson has been the most impressive striker I've seen tonight.
Played right across Casquero. First touch, not so good. It's not really very good. Here's Larsson trying the breakaway. He's there. Look at the way he controls that ball. Is that little manoeuvre when he can put his 6 studs on top of the ball and just drag it forward?
Great balance as well, isn't it? You know, not only a good touch, but great balance on the other foot.
Way by Baldi. Just took his eye off it again. Varga. Still can't get going all the same, Jim.
No, we're getting bogged down in the middle of the park. Both teams in actual fact getting bogged down in the middle of the park now. A goal would certainly release any kind of tension.
That's a good tackle there. Lennon coming in. It looked dangerous, and now a gap. The counter-attack. Thompson shoving Mike McCurry out of the way. Sutton out the way. Kamara inside. Good recovery work there by Neil Lennon. Lying very wide on the right there that time, Petrov, and picks up the return. Is he going to get round? He's fighting hard for it. Yes, they're not letting him away with anything. He's not going to be getting any gifts, I don't think.
No, but isn't it strange how teams can show so much control and accuracy in the middle of the park and be unable to thread a final pass through a defence? That always fascinates me, that.
Lennon again. A little bit careless that time, Varga. No, not coming off. Petrov high up with the boot. Free kick.
I think they've come to some arrangement in the dressing room before they started, both teams, that they won't give the defences hard times, actually.
Looks like that.
It just looks as though they'll play in the middle of the park, but they won't play any further forward.
Antonito. McNamara. Well, he's a combination of pace and a good physique. Goes in hard and fairly all the time. Varga. Plenty space for Baldi. Petrov. Keeping possession, Jim, but not making any great progress. Varga caught there and wasn't very happy about it.
Oh,
yeah, there's the booking. Yellow card there had to be. And I thought there was going to be a little
yes, nice
justice
skill.
meted out.
And he got caught right on the knee, Stan Varga, which is why he's limping at the present moment.
Neatly touched inside. There's the pace of Baldi, has to come for that. Jonathan Joe, who's not really been called upon to do anything sensational. Now Hartson tries to chip the goalkeeper. I think he was right trying that.
Try, yes. The execution was fine, just the height's wrong. Another yard or two up in the air and it might have gone over the keeper's head.
A little bit of pushing going on there. Well, nobody was covering Gallardo. Looks for a 1-2 and a little bit too quick. I think that was too obvious.
Yeah, McNamara couldn't have caught that one, to be quite honest.
What, Jim?
Come on, you're old enough to remember McNamara.
I think I do.
Yeah, well, there you are. For the younger ones out there, McNamara was a greyhound, and he couldn't even have caught that one. Substitution.
We are indeed. We're having Daniel Alves coming on. Alves is coming on. Brazilian, by the way. And a consistent player with the side. On he comes. Came from Bahia for £300,000. You know, very, very cheaply bought. Part of the Brazilian side, which won the Under-20 World Cup.
And he's gone into the hole, as they call it, just behind the strikers. So maybe they fancy their chances a wee bit now, coming away with a victory.
Varga seems to have recovered from that leg knock. Has to play better than that, all the same. Played out wide, McNamara trying to track back. Redondo. Alves. Suddenly come alive in midfield. This man looks interesting. The man that brought on the Brazilian. Nice little ball there played. Now again. Oh, they're watching him very closely, and I think he's beginning to wander a little bit now, trying to get some freedom.
Well, he gets ball. He's got to learn to go quicker. You know, he gives the defender plenty of time to decide how he's going to play him and all the rest of it. If he went quickly from the standing start, he would get past most of them.
Picked up by Petrov. Tries to go for it again. It breaks as Baldi. I think there was a slight hesitation between the two Seville players there. Petrov. Better ball. Sutton now. That's a lovely little ball put through to Hartson, and he can't get there. The goalkeeper did very well, but he was crowded out as well.
Just possibly if that had fallen to Larsson, you know, he might have been a wee bit quicker going on to it. But a difficult chance, to be quite honest, actually. You know.
There's Thompson, that little nudge forward again, not coming off. Corrado. That's a good-looking ball. It's picked up well. Antonito. Alves spreading it wide. Antonio Lopez. Backed up. Maranon. And Jackie McNamara's there. That did look dangerous again. You get the impression that some of these players began to look sharper as soon as Alves came on, almost as if they knew what kind of player he would be.
Yes, I think he has sharpened things up, but it's certainly competitive, you can't deny that. There are some pretty fierce tackles going in, and also even worse, you know, they're the type of tackle where the ball's just going away from somebody and they dive in at the last minute.
There's Martin O'Neill at the back there. I think he's got a lot of hard work in front of him over the summer, Jim.
Yeah, well, he's got some decisions to make. Not, I mean, about his own future, but you know, if you bring players in, players are going to have to go as well, and that's a fair bit of work there.
Varga did that well. He's had a good season as well for Celtic. Now Lennon looks for the 1-2. Sutton is coming up for it. Just some of these moves have been just advertised a little bit too much in advance.
Yeah, easy to read. But now it gets a bit better, actually, because everybody starts to tire a wee bit, including defenders, and you do find a little more space than there was in the first half.
I think also beginning to realise the crowd want to go. I mean, not just gratuitously. I mean, they feel that to make this a game now. Somebody's got to score. A foul throw to me by a Gad, but the referee let it go. Could it be played wide left? It is. Jackie McNamara. Now Lennon. Plenty of space there. The Seville team have only left one man up, Antonito. Sutton trying to come forward, been caught in possession a lot. That was a neat ball to Alves. Offside, yes, but I'll tell you, it was threatening, Jim.
Well, he certainly looked it, but the linesman seemed to be, or the referee was very slow to react, one of the two. But
man of the match, remember, Jim will be selecting that towards the end. 090-7929-2020. And email for any messages, tv@celticfc.com. Arnson, that's a decent ball. Larson tries to get in there, so did Petrov. Petrov realised what Larson can do in the air, and he was in a flash, but he couldn't quite make it.
Great timing in the jump by Henrik to get the header down, and they've taken a quick corner.
Played across again. Sutton comes in to break the deadlock. Celtic are 1 up. And we've played 13 minutes, almost 14 minutes of the second half. And they really look fragile as he went up menacingly.
It's amazing how after all the sweet and talented play we've had, a simple cross into the middle, Chris Sutton gets up in front of a defender and nods the ball in. You know, you must think that at that point the goalkeeper should maybe come off his line and take it there.
Apart from anything else, Jim, I think this might open the game up just a little bit. You know, Seville might want to come forward and not be just as heavily defensive and try and save this game. Don't know what he meant there. I don't think
he meant that though, actually. Maybe having a shot from 50 yards, to be quite honest.
To a gap. There's Martin O'Neill now down in the dugout area. I don't think it's of any great consequence. I don't think he's bedevilled by trying to work out something on the field. Just going for a wee word in John Robertson's ear. Too much for Thompson that.
Well, it was an ambitious ball, but you know, it was nearly there. Let's see the goal again.
There he goes to Torrado. Tries to get out himself. Lennon saw the danger. Comes on the line and does it well.
He does.
A little bit of confusion to Seville players after it. They are attacking again though. That's a free kick. Sutton getting right in the way.
Well, you can see the goal again just now. Yeah, just a simple cross into the middle from Neil Lennon, and a question of Chris Sutton getting up between two defenders. And really, I would have thought if I was the coach, I'd be expecting my keeper to come and take that.
There's Torrado, and there's a shot again. They certainly like the long shot. Margot's near the dugout.
Thanks, Thanks, Archie. As you mentioned there, Martin O'Neill back down in the dugout. He's just having a quick word with Steve Walford and John Robertson, obviously planning some proposed changes to the lineup here. And it was quite funny because he was in the dugout all of 2 seconds when Celtic scored. So there's another legend here tonight.
Back it goes there, played away by Maranon. Balde, I think he wants to come forward. Well, he's actually beautifully tackled, picked up well by Petrov. Led away by Oscar. That's a decent ball. Alves trying to go up on it, but Valde all the way back. Get a 50-yard run and then gets back very quickly indeed. Varga is usually very good with these long cross-field passes. Sutton. Wondering if there will be any substitutions. I think there will be. It looks to me as if Stephen McManus is going to come on.
Well,
and there might be two of them. Silla looks as if he's getting ready as well.
We could do with some substitutions. The game has gone a little bit into stalemate. Bring on young McManus. I hope Momo Silla comes on as well. I'd like to see Jamie Smith come on.
Varga does very well in the air again. Valde. Looked like a free kick, yes.
That clumsy more than anything else, actually, to be quite honest. So we're having a substitute goalkeeper coming on. Michael McGovern coming on there. Stephen McManus coming on. And Momo Silla coming on as well.
Just waiting for that break. Referee wants a word with somebody. What's going on here? Yellow card, I think.
He must have said something because he wasn't involved in anything.
Toronto getting a lecture there. And I think, yes, got a yellow card for that. So Jonathan Gould goes off. And the youngster Michael McGovern comes on. Now Momo Silla to come on as John Hartson goes off.
And also Stephen McManus coming on as well.
Petrov is coming off.
Oh no, it's Bobo.
It is Bobo.
Yes. Coming off. Yeah.
They had the wrong number up there.
Well, I would tell you just now, I wouldn't like to be the guy that has to choose the man of the match I'm on, because nobody's exactly covered themselves in glory so far.
Well, we've had a goal, that's a hint.
One of the men I might have thought is now gone off.
Here's Silla. There are the subs. Silla almost getting away. Turned well. This will be taken by Agat. Not seen too much of him in this second half. Playing well within himself. Just played out, just caught the... Obviously quite skillful on the ball, but given away. Now Larson, no, just shot with it again. Almost giving that ball away. Picked up there by Magallanes. There's Silla, that's a good ball. Again. Silla on the outside. Might have chipped that in himself. Another shot at goal there, but it's Thompson that comes up, tries to finish it off, claiming that there might have been a little deflection there.
Well, we've got Neil Lennon getting further forward than I remember him doing all season, hoping for a goal tonight as well. But really it has been in terms of somebody stamping their authority in the game, we haven't really had that so far. You know? It's going to be a very difficult decision to make, to be quite honest.
Oh, stop moaning about it, Jim Craig. You have the ability to do it. You'll pick a
Well, we might have to do it by consensus. Ask the crowd who it would be. I wonder who they would choose.
Lovely break there by Petrov. He wanted to tramp forward. Nice little flick to the outside. McNamara could read it well. He had started off on that. Lennon. Yeah, better play by Celtic. A little bit more fluid. Like that, for example. Lennon. Now then, that was late, and it's a yellow card. Redondo unceremoniously brought to the turf. I wonder if Lennon... Oh, that's...
Tackle from the back, yeah,
right into the back. Now we're looking for a little bit of revenge.
Well, now we're looking for the head of Henrik Larsson from Stellan Petrov here, aren't we? You know, Alan Thompson standing over the ball as well. Just having a discussion in Geordie, Bulgaria.
Taking the time about it. There it's in. Thompson, left-footed.
On the wrong foot.
Now then. Zilla. Agat, the force back the way though. Celtic were in a good position to. Lennon played out well, though he was pressurised. I think that came off Silla. Yeah,
getting a bit bogged down actually sometimes.
Is, yeah.
You know, we've both sides need to open things out a wee bit. They were much more attractive to watch in the first half, and since the interval, they both get a bit bogged down in the middle of the park.
Magallanes played well by Petrov. There's Alves up after that. Not brought down well by Varga at the back, but they get away with it. McNamara. Now then, Thompson. A little bit time to think and send it forward. Petrov tried to get there. Alves. Given away again rather easily. Magallanes gets that away though. Redondo. There he is again. Redondo. Man who was booked there. Kind of aimless procession of passes around midfield.
It is, isn't it? And now we've got a chance. Now it must come forward.
That's a free kick.
We could have got it forward. You know,
bit of needle again there.
Well, you can't follow their determination, can you? They're determined to make a game out of it, you know. But the thing is, actually, what they shouldn't be fighting there. They should be fighting up in the opponent's half. They're one goal down, and they don't seem to be too enthusiastic about getting the ball forward. Another substitution, somebody limping off.
I think it'll be Pablo Alfaro who's coming on.
And Magallanes is off.
Now, there's an interesting player this man is coming on. He holds the Spanish record for the player who's been sent off most ever in the history of Spanish league football. So, we have not had a sissy enter this, that's for sure. Played it out well. Hemmed in again though. Play by McManus. Sutton again, they're in it very, very quickly. McManus, good in the air.
Good ball.
Gallardo. 3 players going with him. Does go to the outside, that's not a bad ball. Did very well, it was a tight position, he got it across.
Yeah, he got it across, and yet he slowed down actually, you know, he allowed the Celtic defence and midfield to get back and cover. If he had, as soon as he got the ball, if he started running, the odds would have been in his favour.
I just want to see Alfaro making his first tackle, given that reputation. There's Billy Conley watching Abbott, and there's going to be a shot, and wow, typical of what they've been doing all evening.
Dead straight, to be quite honest.
Man of the match again. Such an easy task for Jim tonight. 090-79-29-2020.
Well, I don't like to declare this publicly, but the award has been withdrawn at the present moment, all right?
TV@CelticFC.com for email. That's a push. Well, the referee didn't think so. McNamara. Taken away yet again. The flag was up. But he did have that freedom, Jim. There was a space there.
Yeah, Stephen McManus had gone with the runner, and Stan Varga hadn't come in, to be quite honest, to cover.
They're knocking the ball about well, but it's all very deep. So much in midfield. Not constructing anything near goal. Petrov. Now McNamara. There's another free kick. Tell you what, it's very hard down there. There's Oscar, livid about something. Anyway, free kick. I think in anticipation of this free kick, could Larson get near this? Not so far away. I think he slightly gave up on it. It's there. An unusual, if not unique sight. A 30-yard shot. And he knows how different that was.
And he got it on. He got the contact perfectly, and he was straight enough, a bit too high.
Margot is down there. How's it down there, Margot?
Well, everybody's kind of getting on their feet now. Archie, everybody's anxious for another goal, but I suppose more importantly, a Henrik Larsson goal. That's what they're all here to see tonight.
There's a ball to Larsson. Pushed in there to Petrov. Out to Silla. And it's in there. Sutton coming in to finish that off. Had he missed that, Larsson was up the back.
Not to be answered tonight so far, but at least it was a direct move forwards.
They're no patsies. They obviously don't want to just lie back here and be slaughtered. There he is. There's a little flick forward. Now watch, Larsson was at the back here. If he had jumped over that ball, Larsson was on it. Antonito. Almost left the ball behind. Put off by the tackle by a gap, or else he's away down that left-hand side. Up to Petrov. And out of play. A little bit innocuous that. That looked like a foul throw to me. Lennon picked that up very well indeed. That was a good tackle, superb pass. Redondo with it. Still Redondo. Good tackling at the back.
Good ball to Larsson. Look.
Yeah, Larsson with it now. drifting forward. Try a little 1-2 with him. And again, Silla with it. Lennon has to push it back. Thompson seemed to change his mind there. Again. And now they funnel players back behind the ball. It's going to be that bit more difficult. McNamara giving support. They did have an opportunity there when they broke away. Gat. That's a decent ball and just touched away. That's a free kick as Petrov came back for that. Notice how quick Petrov is, turning around and getting back at a player.
And also they are still very annoyed that when they feel slighted by a tackle, but I don't think there are really any complaints over the piece. I thought their bookings were quite justified.
I think we're going to have another 2 substitutions with Kevin McBride and Jamie Smith about to come on. Thompson coming off. And on comes Jamie Smith.
Well, it's still in Petrov. Yeah.
It's Petrov, yes. Very affectionate little touch there between the 2 players. And out of the youngsters, the new generation.
It's a night to remember for a long time, actually.
Yes, indeed.
60,000 people watching his inaugural game for Celtic.
Well, trying too many Celtic players on that time. Silla. So Alves trying to get into the action, number 8. He's been buzzing about. Silla again has to be the goalkeeper. 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left. A 7-year period where everything has been achieved by this man. He has now 10 minutes left in his famous green hoop jersey.
Well, some of these young guys could make a name for themselves actually by just, you know, scoring the second and decisive goal on a night like this. And you would like to see somebody just take a chance to come forward from the middle of the park, have a crack.
Nervous looking, thrown out by the goalkeeper. With McNamara. Bit hemmed in. And the young goalkeeper who's now there, Michael McGovern. Picked up by Varga. Read that well, coming forward now. Silla promises a lot in a game, maybe just doesn't quite deliver to match that. Where they go again. Antonito. Offside, I would have thought, but McNamara cut it off in any case. Nine minutes remaining, and it is clear what the 60,000 crowd want tonight. You just want that special goal.
Yeah, you couldn't imagine the game finishing without a Henrik goal, could you, to be quite honest, if you were planning it beforehand? Well, here's another opportunity now, a free kick.
Well, how often have you seen them, not just this season, but over the seasons, where Celtic have been finding it very hard to break through. They get a free kick or a corner kick, and then suddenly rising above the ball, there was that head just glancing it away or thundering it away.
Well, the crowd would like that just now, actually, to be quite honest.
Lennon to take. Tried to chest that down, I think. Now Smith. Got to get it to the line and get it over. Sutton giving him support. That's a good ball. Youngster having a go there, Kevin McBride. They get it to Alves, back to Alves. Did very well to get away from his marker. Alves going forward. Very tricky little player. Well, Michael McGovern didn't need to touch that, but that was a very quick break indeed, and that shows you how effective Alves is.
Yeah, and it's good to see it. We haven't had too many of those in the second half. Nice break. Caught Jackie McNamara 2 minds and then get a quick cross in before he had a chance to adjust his own position.
Seven minutes left. A little bit of pushing in the centre circle, just nicked away again. Here's Alves. Celtic crowding them well though. Smith. Free kick. And he was well away there too. Larson driving forward. Well, you can see what he had in mind there. Silla had made the break through the middle. Alves. Well brought down. Silla coming back to defend. Neat little ball through. That's a great tackle there by the youngster. And Unito. Well marked off though, played very, very coolly by McBride out of that.
There's still a man down actually over there.
Yes, there is indeed, and they play the ball out.
And as soon as he plays it out, he gets up.
That's Casquero. Just about 5 minutes remaining. There won't be much added on time. And he'd be desperately keen to finish in style. Having said all of that, Jim, I mean, he played his last league game, scored 2 great goals, won the cup, virtually won the cup. I wouldn't say single-handedly, but almost on Saturday. That's not a bad way to say cheerio.
No, I think a goal tonight would just be an icing on a cake. He's done his bit for us, to be quite honest. Well, I believe now it's my choice of not quite yet. All right, okay.
Don't be impetuous. You've been moaning about it all night, so just don't be rash about it. Just be very careful. Here's Alves. Tell you what, Jackie McNamara has had some game tonight. Here's Smith. Still got it. Still looks good. Well, that's not a bad ball. It's brilliantly saved. He was almost there, and he liked that, he appreciated it. How close could he have been? Mananita. Redondo. That's a good ball. Still not over. Still the attack on goal here on this side. There's a shot, and it's tried to come down. They've crowded him out though. Well, we're getting close to man of the match time. I'll be bringing Jim in a second about that. Here's Oscar coming forward. Good tackling though. Now Sutton. Larson is a 1-2-1. He couldn't bring it down. That's the sort of ball he got on Saturday for that opening goal.
Yes, he did it very much better on Saturday, but a big night for him, Archie, and he must feel very euphoric. And maybe the pressure is off because it is a friendly.
Decent ball on that far side to Redondo again. There's Alves. He couldn't get it. They've been awful in front of goal. Okay, yeah, well, right, Jim, give us that man of the match now.
Well, creativity has been sadly lacking tonight, so I've gone between 2 players who have worked very, very hard for the cause and have seldom wasted a ball. Neil Lennon, first of all, and further back than that, Jackie McNamara. And I've gone for Jackie as man of the match.
There we are, there he is, Jackie McNamara is the man of the match. He's given us a typical game tonight.
He has.
Played like that all season.
He's hardly wasted a ball, to be quite honest.
And Paul McMillan is the winner of the competition. Well done, Paul. As we see a corner kick with just about 2 minutes remaining. Well headed away by Varga. Will be played back out to the left, I think. Putting a little bit of pressure on here. Won't be surprised if he has a go. Well, he really struck that one, that's for sure.
That, didn't he? Yeah. Very little in the way of backswing, but got the power, not the direction.
Looking down to see if there might be some added time. Might be getting an indication. Looking down at the official. 2 minutes, I think. 2 minutes of added time. So, I can't say about 4 minutes of this game remaining. Referee wants that taken again.
I also see a huge stewards presence, Archie, all around the pitch as well, stopping because they don't want anybody. You don't want anybody getting on, you know.
Inside it goes. Again, driving forward. Changes his mind though. Lennon must be tired legs out there as well. The end of a season, and I think the players realise that. It seeps into the game. Here's Sutton, is dragging the ball away. I think they get a free kick now. Could this be the last chance? 58,000 here tonight. Roaring the Celtic team on, trying to give them a lift, trying to get that ball to Larson to make it a perfect evening. Inside it goes, that's a decent ball. Larson slipping, very anxious to get that ball away. Away goes Seville.
One of those occasions where he's trying too hard this new Henrik, you know. The simple things that he does 99 times out of 100, like kill a ball on the run, they're not coming off for him.
And now exactly 2 minutes remaining of an era that will be remembered by the Celtic support as the golden one. 7 years of marvellous goals, not just triumphs, but marvellous goals coming from head and foot in the most artistic way at times, as the flag was up there, offside. The Seville defence had come forward. I was at his very first game at Easter Road when he came on as a sub. Let me repeat, the man said, "Who will we sign here?" after he'd given the ball away to Chick Charlie. He then carved out a glorious path for himself. And the goal I would pick out of all the goals he scored was that chip he had against Rangers. Here is Larson, just a little bit short with that. Against Konterman and against Klaus when he just casually chipped the ball under pressure. We're into the last minute, there's a lot of pushing going on, and Silla didn't like the attention, just being restrained. Can you imagine the fag end of the season, if you like, was stubbing out the season now, and they're still at it, they're still in flames.
Well, it's a tribute to the competitiveness of both sets of players.
So, free kick. Again, another chance. Sutton, down it goes, and I think there was a bit of pushing going on. Free kick. Free kick indeed, as we come to the last 10 seconds. The countdown for a glorious era. It is all over. Henrik Larsson has played his last game for Celtic. The crowd are on their feet. They've been singing the anthem, cheering him to the echo. A night that will never be forgotten, a year that will be emblazoned in the minds for a long, long time. Young kids will always remember this man. There he is, Jim.
Well, you know, a competitive enough occasion, both teams showing signs of a long season. Goal-scoring opportunities few and far between. Celtic took one of the few that was an offer, but tonight was a tribute to a man who's given 7 years great service to Celtic, with a number of goals that you could look back and say those were wonderful occasions. And that's what the crowd came to see, to pay tribute, not so much tonight for his performance, but what he has done for the club.
And there he is, centre pitch, receiving the adulation of the crowd. Henrik Larsson, he lived out my way, and you know, he was a quite, I remember a famous game that Rangers were playing in the league race. Vital game, the whole nation watching it, Celtic supporters as well, to see how Rangers would get on. What was Henrik doing? He was walking his dog around the neighbourhood. It was quite astonishing. I mean, he just was able to detach himself like that. Look at that scene. A scene that he will remember apart from anything else. Quite astonishing. His last evening at Celtic Park. The Celtic support have lived with this man for 7 years. He's got his side out of so many scrapes. He's played brilliantly, recovered from a very serious leg injury, and is now affected by the emotion of the moment.
Henrik, everyone here tonight, we're all going to miss you, and I'm sure you're going to miss the adoration of all the fans and this wonderful atmosphere here at Celtic Park.
Yeah, for sure. It's been a pleasure for me to play all these years here in front of these fans. It's been absolutely fantastic. We have a great team here, and I'm sure Celtic will go on and conquer Europe once more. So I would just like to say thank you very much, everybody.
Henrik, everyone has a special Henrik Larsson moment. I think mine's is the one where you chipped the ball over Stefan Kloss in the 6-2 game. What's your special memory?
I really don't know. I mean, the last few weeks here has been absolutely fantastic. Scoring on my last competitive game here at Celtic Park was just something special, and then week after that you go to the cup final, and we done the double this year, and it's been so pleasing.
We're all going to be rooting for you when you're over playing for Sweden at the Euro 2004 competition. We're going to be right behind you. And we want to wish you and your family all the very best.
Thank you very much. Thank you, all of you. Thank you.
There we are, that's Henrik Larsson going back into it. And I'll tell you what, Tony, the result didn't mean all that much, to be honest. To imagine a Celtic team without Henrik Larsson is like trying to visualise New York without the Statue of Liberty. And Tony, that's going to be difficult.
Thank you very much indeed, Archie, Jim Craig. We're going to see some more pictures. We heard from Henrik Larsson on the pitch. We're hoping to hear from him again with Margot very shortly. In terms of the game, Tom, we got the result. It wasn't quite the fairy tale ending because it was Chris Sutton and not Larsson that scored.
The chance at the end there where I think it was a great ball in from Jamie Smith and typical Henry header, I'm sure we were talking about early on, but unfortunately the keeper lost his sense of occasion and didn't let it in.
OK, let's go downstairs very quickly and join Margot, who is with a very emotional Henrik Larsson, I can imagine. First with the news of his new 4-year deal at Celtic, Margot.
Not quite yet. It's only Henrik, how are you? Because this is it really now. We've been building up to it all season. We knew it was going to happen, but now you've done it. You've played your last match in the hoops. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. Obviously, the Dundee United game was something extra special because that was the last competitive game here at Celtic Park, and then the cup final. It was nice to play the game tonight here, but I don't think the game really got going today. But it's absolutely fantastic. My 7 years here, I could never wished for anything better when I signed on for Celtic in 1997. And it's been fantastic, and this club definitely have a place in my heart.
60,000 people almost turned up here, Henrik, just to idolise you. I mean, that's amazing. That's so special.
Yeah, it's special. It's really hard to put into words what it means to me. I think a lot of my emotions went out on, especially as I said, against Dundee United. Tonight is something extra special. I mean, you can still hear the fans singing out there, and it's absolutely fantastic. And I've been very lucky because it could easily been the other way as well.
You didn't get a goal tonight. Everybody wanted you to, but we've got like 240 zillion other ones to remember you by, so that's quite good.
Yeah, no, I obviously would love to score here tonight, but it wasn't to be in. It wasn't a competitive game, so obviously I would love to score. But we won the game. Great goal from Chris, and I'm pleased with that. And now for me, it's time to go.
I have to ask, but you're probably not going to tell me. Have you made any decisions? Do you know what's happening yet? Where you're going?
I honestly doesn't know where I'm going. I don't have a clue. It's something I have to look at after the European Championship, and because now from tomorrow it's Sweden that all 100% in my mind, and it's nothing else.
I don't think anybody's for letting you go, Henriks. Apparently there's still 60,000 people outside in that stadium. Nobody's for going anywhere.
No, I'm going to go out shortly again. I'm just going to get something to put on my body because it's getting cold.
We can't persuade you then to change your mind. That's it. It's definitely all over.
It is definitely all over.
Well, I have to say, on behalf of everybody, thank you so much. You've been absolutely spectacular.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you very much indeed, Margot. Live with Henrik Larsson. Nobody's left the stadium, Derek.
Incredible. I think they're wanting to come back out again. Whether he's going to come back, I'm not so sure, but I think Margaret's maybe told him to be back out in the pitch and still waiting on you.
Let's very quickly remind you, Celtic TV will be back in the summertime. 4 matches live and exclusive from the USA, the 24th, the 26th, the 28th and the 31st of July. Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester United and Roma. Tom?
Nice opening games for Celtic, pre-season games. It's the standard of competition that Celtic would love to play in. And I think they're great. Will be great games to watch.
Okay, I wonder if we can take in some more of the atmosphere in the stadium and perhaps wrap up the emails with John Cole at some point. If you're with us, John.
Yeah, thanks, Tony. Quite a few emails, obviously, people getting wrapped up in the emotion of the occasion, which is a very unique occasion at Celtic Park. A mail from a friend of mine, Frank Hanaway, who wasn't here tonight. It was Henrik's first game, but it's his birthday today. What a day to have your birthday, on the 25th of May, and I'm not going to spare his blushes by not saying what age he is, but he was at Lisbon. I've got one here from Michelle M in Yorkshire, who says, I've just had a thought. I wonder if you could ask Henrik if he would make a donation to the club of some DNA just in case this decided to set up a cloning programme. I think Margot just managed to get something there. We've got one here from John Horsley, who says, even though it's the final game of the season for Larsson, and as Jim Craig said throughout the commentary, Larsson is not even on his list at the moment for man of the match, but we all know it would only have taken a magical goal from him to make it special. It has to be said that Jim Craig's commentary is excellent. Obviously a Jim Craig. Hello John from Martin Horgan. He says, sitting in the game in Norway, Petrov was my man of the match. I really enjoyed the weekend. And Henrik's coming back, Tony, so I'll take it back to you.
Thanks very much indeed, John. Let's I don't think this crowd, 60,000, or just under 60,000 here tonight, Derek, I don't think they're going to leave until they get another wave from them.
Celtic Park are still here. It's now after 10 o'clock and they're still here waiting to Henrik come back out. I think it's just a huge appreciation of the guys. He's sensational for this club, and so I don't think we'll see somebody like him again here.
Who's going to replace him, Tom Boyd?
Surely won't be me. It's a very difficult question to answer. Obviously Mark McNeil is the man that's in charge of that. Our candidate would have been Sean Maloney, but unfortunately he's going to be out until November, December and stuff. So, but yeah, I'm sure that they'll be scouting about the country looking for players.
A few promising youngsters coming through here at the minute, maybe not particularly to replace Henrik in that position, but guys like Ross Wallace and Aidan McGeady. Actually spoke to the manager, did a piece with Martin today, and he says that he reckons that Aidan McGeady invented the word arrogance.
I don't know the guy, but I believe so. I think the youth set up here, it's been great, and I think there's a good future for Celtic. Definitely is. A lot of young players coming through, and people can relate to the young Scottish guys as well. The fans can see this guy emotional here, and I think it's an emotional night for everybody connected with Celtic, to see a star player, a world-class player in my opinion. What a feeling it must be, 60,000 people singing for you there.
Singing My Way as well, which is
too much for some people to see that guy here.
Jerry Cullen, I think.
Yeah. But Celtic, as Henrik said himself, Celtic will go on.
They've lost in obviously you'd say a star player, a quality player. They still have a very good side here at Celtic. They've got quality players that have done well consistently for Martin O'Neill. Trying to look for somebody that of the quality of Henrik will be difficult with the budget that he's got to work with, but I'm sure they'll try and get somebody. But it's a magnificent send-off for Henrik.
And still, nobody moves.
Quite incredible, isn't it? I think they just wanted to stay there, don't they? And he's getting emotional. I think the music makes you emotional as well, doesn't it? So
I think he's got a flight tomorrow afternoon to leave for Euro 96. I think somebody will need to tell him and let them go. I would imagine, I don't know if they'll be signing any autographs after the game, but he could be here all night as well.
People have been going absolutely autograph crazy in the past couple of weeks. The stewards lined up, people at his capital left after training before the Scottish Cup final, and they were queuing for a couple of hours.
I've experienced something as well. They've certainly queued up at my door as well to go and ask him, could you ask Henrik for your autograph and stuff like that.
And if
I've been the biggest pest.
Told you my favourite player can get Henrik to sign this thing, is it?
Well, I've had a couple of them, yes. But I think obviously for the lad and what he's done, it's a great honour for us, for everybody here at Celtic to have witnessed a player of this ability.
And people criticise Tony that the Scottish game at times is not competitive enough. A world-class player like him playing in this league, but he stayed for 7 years, and I said earlier, to get idolised by 60,000 people every second week. What a feeling it must be when you're scoring goals, and it's a great place to play football, and obviously Henrik appreciates it, and they appreciate him as well.
And the Magnificent Seven theme gets another airing. The last ever airing, I would imagine.
I would have thought so. I certainly hope he doesn't come back to hunt us in any capacity.
It's always on the cards, straight into the Champions League next year.
Could be a chance. I'm just glad I'm not playing anymore, because I used to hear that too often with Aberdeen, and this with that tune going on. So
I'm sure that was when it first started. Was it an Aberdeen game when it first started?
So this first goal against
the win 7 I think he was 7 or something like that. So.
Actually, his first goal at Celtic Park was against Celtic. It was an own goal for Tyrrell Linswood.
I do remember that now. I think he was standing in the goal line or something from a corner.
But we won 6-3 that
was. Oh, what a night that was. That was a classic, as I say.
And not only is it an emotional night for him, Tony, but it must be really emotional for his wife, because she loves Scotland, and his son's brought up here as well. So it must be a big night for them as well, and his family and everything.
It's amazing. He's got a Scottish accent. Good job.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Henrik. That banner said there, obviously.
That's all it is. It just sums it up. You know, it's for what he's done to the club. Just a simple phrase, and it's just a thank you for the memories.
It's just in front of the traditional Rangers end at Celtic Park, the Lisbon Lions stand, where we saw that banner. Of course, today the anniversary, 37th anniversary of Celtic's finest hour, and Henrik Larsson and co came so close to emulating that success just about a year ago now, in fact, in Seville, of course.
Yeah, they were obviously very unlucky on the night. It was a very difficult game, and for Henrik to score 2 goals and still not win the game, it's hard for the team.
I think he's going to more tears as Henrik makes his way back in front of the main stand where we sit this evening, and he's going to
see him stick his tongue out there, and I think his mum or his dad had asked him not to do that. I don't think they liked that celebration, you know. I think they'll be telling him off tonight.
He's going to make his way up the tunnel for the last time as somebody throws a hat on for him.
It's good to see that the stewards are letting them take the crowd. The crowd in recent games have been throwing scarves on, and the stewards have been taking them off. It's nice to see that.
done the full circle. His teammates are going to leave first of all. They're going to make their way up the tunnel. And off he goes. Thanks very much indeed to our guests tonight.
Thank you.
Derek White and Tom Boyd. Glad you could make it for such an important occasion. When it comes to describing Larsson's contributions, superlatives fail me, as I'm sure expletives have failed their opponents in the past 7 years. But what we do know is that things will be different from now on. Thanks for watching and good night.